I'm Kristy Putnam, Tai Chi Easy Senior Trainer, and we're going to do a little balance practice today and some focus on the principle of weight shifting. So let's just take a moment to find shoulder width apart, with our feet parallel if that's comfortable, and checking in with our posture. We're going to sink down to ride the horse, so we spread our knees apart so that they're over our toes. And at the same time, tuck that tailbone so that the curve in the low back becomes a straight line. We're looking for our whole spine to become a straight line. Imagining if you were leaning against the wall, all the vertebrae in your back would be touching the wall. So maybe tuck your chin and imagining elongating the spine vertically up and down, stretching from the center, lengthening, expanding in all directions. And let's roll our shoulders up and back a few times. Breathing deep and slow, opening up those lungs, making room for more oxygen. And let the shoulders drop back and down with little pockets of air under the armpits. And that brings your hands about where your pockets would be, and we're holding a nice little circle here. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale, fully collapsing the belly and expanding and contracting. The belly like a balloon, filling and emptying. Noticing how you might relax, softening your fingers, rounding your hands and wrists and elbows, relaxing all the muscles, noticing a gentle sway of the body, a dynamic stillness. Breathing deeper and slower. As you exhale and the abdomen collapses, now inhale and lift the circle straight in front so the hands are pointing at the heart. Let the elbows drop to the ground. Relaxing the shoulders, opening the lungs. Checking in with our 3 intentful adjustments, our body, breath, and focus on this moment, what's happening now, awareness of our body. Noticing, observing, letting the mind take a vacation as we drop into our body and our breath. Letting the hands float down to the sides. Inhale the wrists up in front. And exhale the elbows down, bringing the hands back to the hips. Repeating a gentle flowing motion. A gentle sway forward and backwards, making sure to always keep the balls of the feet firmly planted on the ground. If you're ready for extra challenge, as you inhale, you can slightly lift your heels off the ground. We say respect the wobbles as they teach us better balance. The effects of practice are cumulative, so repeating this motion increases our balance. Coordinating the breath with the movement activates the healer within. Slower and slower, breathing deep, moving slowly, following your own breath, going at your own pace. Dropping into your inner awareness, finding your personal meditation. Inhaling up, exhaling down. going at your own pace as you inhale, lifting your arms. Exhale the arms down, following your breath, your timing. Inhale, lift your arms. Couple more. Exhaling slower and slower. Slowly bringing your hands to your belly. Taking a moment to notice what you feel, the sensations moving through your body. Adjusting, settling in, relaxing fully, releasing tension, breathing into any areas of pain and sending that breath down and out your feet, exhaling roots deep into the ground below. Bringing the hands together, heart center, bending the knees, sinking down. At the same time, letting these 3 middle fingers splay out to create a little bowl with your hands, the pinky and thumbs remaining together. And our lotus flower rises, sinking down and lifting up, stretching out that spine, elongating, lengthening, exhaling down the sides and repeating. Imagining pockets of air between each vertebrae. Imagining yourself growing taller and taller. Imagine the vertebrae, all the bones of the spine, resting comfortably with cotton balls in between. Soft, open, relaxed. Sound moves energy. Stagnant energy is pain. Release the tension with a nice sigh of relief. 2 more. One hand rises above the head. And tilting to the side, reach up and pick an apple from the tree and pull it back down. Picking fruit. Opening up those lungs, stretching the muscles between the ribs. Activating the stretch receptors, releasing the happy chemicals made within the human body for free. Couple more. Making small adjustments, noticing how you might open the lungs even more, making room for more oxygen. Returning to center, letting the arms rest along the sides, the elbows touching the body, holding a little energy ball in front, opening those shoulders, sinking down. Inhale, the hands separate, the elbows stay touching the body. Exhale, the hands back together. Closing your eyes and dropping into your own breath. Inhaling the hands apart, exhaling the hands together. Breathing deeper and slower. Noticing what you feel between the palms. Imagine between your hands is a piece of taffy, and we're stretching the candy apart and then putting it back together. Expanding and contracting. Breathing deeper and slower. Noticing the belly expanding and contracting. The belly button moving away from the spine and then towards the spine. Notice the ribs expanding, the lungs filling with air. The chest expanding forward and backwards and out to the sides, breathing in all directions, expanding. Slower and slower. How slow can you go? Inhaling and exhaling. Allowing the hands to move with your breath. Coordinating your inhale and exhale with your gentle, mindful movement. Adding in bending the knees and sinking down as you exhale. Inhaling, straightening the knees, lifting up. Exhaling, sinking down to riding a horse. Inhaling, lengthening, rising toward the sky. Exhaling, bending the knees, sinking down. Inhaling, the hands apart, rising toward the sky. Paying attention to the tailbone, notice the movement forward and backwards as you sink and rise, the pelvis tilting in both directions, rocking the pelvis in coordination with your inhale and your exhale. Inhaling up to the sky, exhaling, melting down into the earth. As you bend the knees and sink down to riding the horse, remember the spring between the knees, gently pushing the knees open, bringing the knees above the toes, as if riding the horse, making room between the knees, opening the knees outward as you sink down. Couple more. Exhaling slower and slower. Slowly bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Noticing the sensations moving through your body. Notice the sound of your breath as you inhale and exhale deeper and deeper. your eyes were closed, opening now. Noticing the gentle sway of your body as you inhale and exhale. Relaxing fully, feeling your feet heavy upon the ground. Sending your breath down to your feet and out into the ground, through your roots, deep into the dirt in all directions, exhaling into the earth. Inhaling, drawing your breath up the spine, from your feet to the top of your head, and exhaling back down and out your feet. Inhaling, pulling up a cleansing breath from the earth, moving through your spine all the way up to the top of your head. Exhaling down and out your feet. Letting your hands gently float in front of the body, holding a little moon. Take a nice exhale and then inhale the hands apart to the sides. Exhale the hands back together, trading places, turning that moon upside down, rotating the moon. Inhale, hands apart. Exhale, embrace the moon. Focusing on the exhale, completely exhaling fully all the air from the belly, collapsing. Exhale as long as you can until you need to take an inhale again through the nose. Notice as you exhale fully that the belly collapses, the shoulders move towards the hips move towards the shoulders. The belly collapses, a slight curve of the body forward as you exhale, 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 exhale. As you exhale, bending the knees and sinking down, melting into the earth, and then inhaling, lift and rise toward the sky. Exhaling slower and slower and slower. Sinking and rising, melting into the earth and lifting up to the sky. And now adding a shift of weight on the next exhale, bend one knee and put all of your weight on that same foot, sinking down on one knee, shifting the weight. And then the other side, bending the other knee, exhaling down. Inhaling, lift and shift your weight. Notice how as you bend the knee that takes the weight, you can simply shift your body from one foot to the other. One foot is full, the other foot empty. Pay attention to the spine, your Tai Chi pull, remaining vertical. Your spine, your Tai Chi pull, extending out the crown of your head, pointing the top of the head straight towards the sky. Without leaning, shifting your weight from one foot to the other. The foot that takes the weight has a bent knee. Exhaling slower and slower. Paying attention to that spine, your Tai Chi pulse staying straight up and down. Imagine your spine is a string of pearls, each vertebrae a pearl in the string. The string of pearls extending out the tailbone down into the earth. The string of pearls extending out the crown of the head straight up to the sky. Imagine that string of pearls staying upright without bending from side to side, simply shifting the weight from one foot to the other. Noticing as you shift your weight from one foot to the other that your torso moves from side to side and your arms move almost without effort from side to side. Breathing deeper and slower. Continuing this motion, this embracing the moon, sinking and rising, melting into the earth and rising to the sky. Exhaling fully. Continue this embracing the moon as you become aware of the place where your feet touch the earth. The weighted foot with a bent knee, and how that knee is bending and straightening. Notice the comfort in your knee. Notice if you need to make any adjustments. Slower and slower. Notice you can shift your weight and turn out the toes on the other foot to a 45-degree angle, and then shift your weight to that foot and turn out the other toes. And now as you shift your weight, add a rotation so your knee points the same direction as your toes. Shift and rotate. The hips turning to point the same way as the toes before you bend that knee. The knee bends over the toes. The knee facing the same direction as the toes as the hips rotate to the direction of the toes. Making little adjustments. Listening to your body. Moving in a way that feels good. Protecting the knees by bending and straightening only. No rotation of the knee. The pelvis rotates. The knees bend and straighten. Making sure the elbows stay heavy with gravity. Drop down to the ground. Pulling the shoulders down towards the earth. Relaxing, releasing. Moving without tension. Using the breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Allowing the movement of the torso from side to side to move those arms through space. The body carries the arm. Following your breath, deep and slow. Soft and relaxed. Next time the ball is on the other side, pause for a moment. The top hand hides behind the back. You can open the shoulders here with a little gentle stretch if you like. The front hand drops down. Shift and rotate. Inhale the hand up the other side. Shift and rotate. Exhale the hand down the other side. Noticing the elbow doesn't really move. The hand draws a circle around the elbow. Exhale down. Shift and rotate. Inhale up. Silk reeling. Imagine a silky thread extending from the fingertips, blowing gently in the breeze. Watching the hand as it passes your face and then looking at a point in the distance as it drops away. And then as it comes back up in front of the face, watching that hand move, making sure the elbows stay down towards the ground, relaxing the shoulders, opening the chest, breathing deep and slow. And this hand now hides behind the back, the other hand comes to the front. Inhale, across the body, lift. Exhale down the other side. Inhaling as you lift the hand, exhaling as the hand falls. Simply drawing a circle with the hand around the elbow. Softening the fingers, rounding the hand. Breathing slower and slower. How slow can you go? Now adding the other hand in, the front hand rises, the back hand drops at the side. Shift and rotate to the other side. The hands pass. Shift and rotate, drawing two circles like windshield wipers. The hands rotating around the elbows in opposite directions, drawing circles. Inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you drop. Softening the fingers, rounding the hands, relaxing all the muscles. Exhaling down and out your feet. Watching the hands pass in front of the face like clouds in front of the mountain peak. One after another, the clouds pass by. The clouds like thoughts, simply noticing and letting go. Observing and releasing. Breathing deep and slow, slower and slower. How slow can you go? Noticing the shift of weight from one foot to the other. Bending the knee that takes the weight. Keeping both feet planted on the ground. As you shift your weight to the side, that knee bends. Shifting your weight, bending the knee, melting down as you exhale. Beautiful. Inhaling, lift, exhale, bend that knee and sink down on the other side. Bending the weighted knee, melting into the earth as you exhale. Paying attention to the knees and bending as it takes the weight on that foot. Bending the knee and sinking down. There you go. Keeping both feet planted firmly on the ground. Simply shifting your weight, bending the knee of the foot that takes the weight. Now paying attention to the empty foot and letting that heel simply drift up off the ground. Bending the knee of the foot that takes the weight, letting the other heel rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. Beautiful. Inhaling, the hand rises. Exhaling, the hand drops. Noticing as this hand drops and you exhale, this hand can pick up this foot and step together, kickstand. Exhale, step back out. This hand drops and inhale, pick up this foot. Exhale, step back out. The hand and the foot connected. On the inhale, we lift. Exhale, release. Sinking down, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Bending that weighted knee, sink down, inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Bend that knee, now lift. Inhale up, exhale down. Bend the other knee, inhale, and exhale. Bend the weighted knee, and rise. Sink and rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Relax and release. Opening those lungs, relaxing the shoulders back and down. A few more. Hands pass like clouds. For extra challenge, you can sink down further, step out further. Sink down and step out for a longer motion from side to side. Breathing slower. Getting ready to slowly bring your arms to cross in the center, making an X in front of the body. Opening up to hugging a tree, riding the horse, universal standing meditation posture. Checking in with your 3 intentful adjustments, your body, breath, and mind. What's happening right now in this moment? Nice inhale. Exhale the hands to the sides and drop them down. Inhale the hands up the middle. Exhale, open wide and drop down. Inhale, rise, open, exhale, and sink. Add a shift of weight. Exhale, bend one knee, sink to that side. Inhale the hands up, open wide. Exhale, sink, the other knee bends. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend that knee. Inhale and exhale, following your own breath. On the inhale, as the hands rise, lift that empty heel. Sink down. Inhale, lift the empty heel. Exhale, bend the knee, sink down. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, bend the knee, sink down. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, shift your weight. Inhale, lift the foot. Beginning, if you like, to walk in place. Inhale, let the toes dangle above the earth. Bring the heel all the way up to a kickstand as you inhale up, and then exhale down. Shift your weight. Inhale, kickstand. Exhale, shift your weight. Inhale, toes touch. Exhale, step your weight. Lifting your heel or stepping together. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Sink and rise, following your own breath. Notice as you inhale, your hands pick up that foot. Exhale, release. Inhale, the hands pick up the foot. Exhale, release. For extra challenge, after you exhale, cross the arms in the middle. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, pick up the foot. Exhale, release. Inhale, pick up the foot. Exhale, release. Slower and slower, following your own breath. Picking a point on the ground in front of you to stare at for better balance. own breath. Bending the knee of the foot that takes the weight as you sink down. Rise up. Bend the weighted knee, sink down, inhale, lift. A few more. Slowly coming to stillness, checking in with your posture, riding the horse, hugging the tree. Letting the hands drop to the side, checking in with your feet. Bending the knees, sinking down, riding the horse. Inhaling, one hand lifts that knee, shift the weight. Inhale, lifts the knee. Exhale, down. Shift the weight. Inhale, the hand picks up the knee. Exhale, down. Making sure the hands stay down towards the ground, below the shoulders, relaxing those shoulders, dropping the elbows. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, release. When you're ready, letting the toes dangle above the earth as the knee comes up in front of the body. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Lifting the knee in front of the body as high as you like. Breathing slower and slower for more control. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, release. Slower and slower. Inhale, lift. And let go. If you like, bringing the hand up to a 90-degree golden rooster, stands on one foot. Bringing the knee towards the elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Slower and slower, breathing deeper. Following your own breath, going at your own pace. Couple more. And slowly coming to stillness, bringing the hands to the belly, pointing the fingertips together just below the belly button, sinking into riding the horse. Opening the lungs, tucking the tailbone, sinking down, expanding the knees to the sides, letting the spring push the knees above the toes. Relaxing everything. Checking in with what you feel in your belly as you breathe deep and slow. Nice exhale. Inhale, the entire circle rises straight overhead, holding your ball until it reaches the top and begins to expand as the hands rotate to the sides and the arms drop down. Sinking into the earth, returning to the belly. Inhale, lift the whole circle overhead. Exhale, expand the hands, rotate away and down, melting into the earth. Paying attention to the place in the middle of the back, the shoulder blades rotating as the hands rotate in all directions, stretching out the shoulders. Exhaling slower and slower. How slow can you go? Melting into the earth, exhaling fully. Inward and outward. Last one. Bringing the hands back to the belly, the elbows resting on the sides of the body, holding a little ball in front, noticing. Inhaling the hands apart, exhaling together, the hands rotating around the elbows, and exhaling. Inhale apart, exhale together. This time, inhale the elbows straight out to the sides, up to level with the ground. Exhale back down. Inhale, lift the elbows straight out. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale up, exhale, the hands drop down. Inhale back up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. This time, inhale all the way up to goalpost. Exhale the forearms together in front. Inhale apart. The upper spine curling as you look up to the earth. Exhale the arms together, curling forward. Spinal cord breathing, inhaling up the spine, exhaling down the spine and out the feet. Paying attention to each of your vertebrae as you inhale and exhale, closing your eyes if you like. Tuning into any remaining tension in the shoulders or the spine and stretching, using your breath to release the tension. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, curling down towards the earth as far as you like. Stretching out the low back, the shoulders, the upper back. Breathing into the tension, releasing down and out your feet. Inhaling up the spine, exhaling down as you curl forward. Going at your own pace, doing what feels good, listening to your body, staying in your comfort zone. Couple more. On your last one, hanging over upside down, letting your hands drop down toward the earth, hanging as long as you like, relaxing, releasing, lengthening, stretching. And when you're ready, focusing on your spine and your center, your belly, inhaling as you lift slowly, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next, one at a time, straightening the spine back up to the sky. And bringing the hands slowly to the sides, palms facing forward, melting to the earth, collects the energy of the earth, the biofield, and the cosmos above, gathering those stars and bringing the twinkling lights like a waterfall, cleansing all the cells of the body, all the way down to the toes and out into the earth, releasing, relaxing, a gathering breath. Collecting the vital essence of nature and storing it in all the cells of the body to call upon later. One hand makes a loose fist, resting gently in the open palm of the other, taking a slight bow to acknowledge those who came here today to practice with you.